Please like and subscribe. It helps support the channel and it don't cost nothing. Watch to the end, share with a friend.
Trooper reporting for duty. Oof, I need a weapon. Oof, I need a weapon. Lord Vader won't accept defeat.
No, he won't.
Heads up.
But he will go to a boxing match in commentary. Let's just get serious here. Alright. For real. Let's try to make this shorter. How's it?
Awaiting orders, Commander.
How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. And today is Toastmasters, so I gotta do table topics, which I give them questions, and I got 2 minutes to make an impromptu speech on the spot. Just, you know, make it all up as they go. Just like I'm doing right now with this. Hey, I spent so much time trying to make this all better. And what happened? Oh, this doesn't want to do nothing now. Oh. I try to fix the levels and then... Anyways. Yeah, I was talking to my good friend. He's in Texas. And he's part of the Temple of Satan. Can't believe it. I asked him why. What's it? Because that's the one. They don't believe in Satan. They don't believe in paranormal. So I said, well, it doesn't make sense. And they're tenants, right? They're tenants. This is the ones that built the statue in front of City Hall. So that's like political science relevance. It relates. And I asked him why, because it doesn't make sense. The tenants are like Boy Scout. We're against hate groups. We like you to have, you know, friends and family and be nice and good and fair play and all kinds of stuff. You would just go, yeah, I agree with that. Yep, I agree with that. Yep. Equality. Yep, fair play. All that's all good. It's the other guys in San Francisco. They're different, but then I was looking up these things. I talk too much, but I'm looking at our headlines is kind of dumb. The houses in Hawaii are now $1 million. Average single home now $1 million. Jesus! Right after they announced the end of the unemployment benefit, the $300 thing that was going out, the end that program's done, and then look how expensive everything is. They're trying to do the back to work. I don't know. I was like watching those videos, you know, about the origins of evil, and one guy came up, it was pretty interesting. I'd put his little name in there. He's a preacher guy, and he brought up the story of Pandora's box, right? And we all know Pandora's box. It's a Zeus story, and he's getting back at his brother that was like beat. So he makes this woman out of clay who marries his brother. He's Zeus getting back at someone, and his wedding present gives the wife a box. It says, "Don't open it. Here, you can enjoy it. Just don't open it. Just never open it. Here's the key. Don't open it." It's Pandora's box, and it's so kind of, you know, the apple and Adam and Eve. Don't open it. Don't bite it. So of course she opens it because she has the key. Here's the key. Don't open it. And then all the evils in the world, all the evils come out of the box. So now you know where the evils in the world came from. She opened the box. And I heard a story too where she looked in the bottom of the box, it's empty. You can't put it back in. So it's like, oh no, what was me? And then the bottom of the box was the word hope. Now, I don't know, it wasn't in his version, but I don't know, I'm just saying. I was just thinking this, Pandora's, maybe that's where they came up with the divot box. But speaking of letting the genie out of the bottle, here's the Mu variant thing. Just so you know, see, it's in the paper. Mu variant detected in Hawaii, but threat is now low. So, just so you know, I'm not giving you medical or misinformation. No. And why is this? Oh, how come? I correct it and then it does something dumb. Why is it doing this? So, the Mu variant, as I try to, I'm going the wrong way, right? Oh, shoot. Saturation. The Mu variant is really nasty because it's resistant to the kind antibodies. So in a lot of ways, right, you get a vaccine and okay, well, can't really, it's yeah, back to this. See, that's all different. What? Lighting, very important. So when you get to the when you get to lighting, the Mu variant, it's resistant to antibody things. So you get the variant. I mean, you get the variant, you're screwed. But it's very low. It hasn't made its dominance thing. Right now, Delta, it dominated the previous one because it spreads faster. So now it's dominant. So it's definitely the variant. This one's kind of, it's a variant because of that. It's resistant, but it's not a variant because it's dominance. It's very low. But it's still, it's just creepy, you know. There's another thing coming up. It's Pandora's box stuff. What the heck, man? Back in the day, 1978. Once you're looking around, so you can get this. Okay. 1978, back in the day, there's this chick. She's looking in a machine and typing. No, I think this is an eye test. Right? 1978. What does it say? It says. Oh, yeah, see, come on. Oh, John Corboy. Oh, it's not a chick. It's a guy. No, that's a chick. The guy's his head on that whole machine is stuck on his head. Honolulu ophthalmologist has begun to use the auto-refractor, computerized objective refractor, to measure a patient's visual acuity, then reproduce a prescription for glasses. Poor boy's office and demonstrating the auto-refractor with a patient. That's the kind with the... And then I got glasses. That's just... Yeah, wow, that's a... Remember that back in the day? Yeah, remember back in the day. My ophthalmologist is a little old school. He does the... He likes that machine. What's better? A or B? 1 or 2? 1, 2, 1 or 2. Glaciers in the Pyrenees, that's in France, a major shrinking, grim forecast says. So it's probably going to drown out the wine country. Houses in Hawaii, $1 million. Ida's wrath is code red for warming, Biden warns. Because this is just another giant storm, and these storms are doing things that haven't been done before in a lot of ways. Like, notice this one came in, it intensified, hit land, and then it went all the way up and made like a storm and flood conditions all the way up to the east, nor'easter states, and pulling in some tornado twisters along the way. State pulls nursing home licenses, power still out in New Orleans. So far, we're pretty lucky, Hawaii. I mean, but global warming. I mean, it's climate change. So warming, cooling, whatever the heck. It's the ice cubes are melting, and that glass is making a big puddle underneath. But the storm's doing all kind of weird stuff, you know. Clue. And that's been going on for a while now already. Wildfires, gets all dry. Remember the jet stream that used to dip. The jet stream didn't dip at all. It stayed way the heck up there. And there was the dome of heat that created all the wildfires. The governor signs restricted voting bill. Texas, back in the news. They're just going down the pike, full force. First ban abortion, and then restricted voting bill. Texas is gonna be just a little star deep in the heart of Texas. What the heck? Taliban get familiar faces, cabinet seat, blah blah. They're setting up their shop, trialing to Is this working? Okay, look at this. WD-40. And there is our letters to the editor. TikTok, where's the clock? What does it say here? Increased police enforcement leads calm Labor Day weekend. So we had a relatively calm Labor Day weekend, which is a bully for you, Hawaii people, eh? Hey, good for you. Like, hang loose on the weekend, not too much party. I do this and they gotta readjust. What the heck? Hey, not so much party. Tone down the party. Because in 2 weeks, right? So 4 to 7 days, between 4 and 7 days, people start seeing symptoms if they caught something. 4 or 7 days. And then a little after that, they start, I don't want to go to the hospital, but I think, get to the hospital. And then stuff comes up where hospitalization is a thought. So it's like 2 weeks, and then the hospital surge. And sorry, you gotta sit on the curb and enjoy. That's just terrible to say that. You're gonna be sitting on the curb. Hey, now come on, what's up with this? Color correction. No, wait, wrong one. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to do this one here. It's not that device, it's this device. This is OBS. It's wonderful if you have them all set up beforehand. Oh, Toastmaster saying, come on. You're gonna be late, Toastmaster, waiting for you. And I can't change this. This one particular thing is just crazy. Okay, this doesn't do it. Saturation? Anything? Anything? I can't change any of this. Oh, I gotta click this off. Dumb thing. It won't change unless you click the other thing off. No, this won't do it. It's not doing anything. I can't. Long story. No time. So, yeah, bankruptcy plummets 16 years old. There's all kinds of weird. Oh, well, back in the day. It's not back in the day. Big Q. We have any time for Big Q? The letters to the editor aren't that interesting. I perused. How do you think this holiday week? I didn't peruse them. Cursory. Cursory is light glance. Perusal is like you kind of study. I perused a couple sentences and then I'm just like, nah. Big Q. How do you think the holiday weekend went in terms of limited gatherings due to COVID-19? So that's the big buzz. Do you think we did okay? So the public opinion poll is 41% okay, adequate, 41%. 38% not good, disappointing. They have their binoculars and their hotline. You guys not wearing masks? They got 1, 2, 3. There's more than 10 under the tent. Good, went very well, 21%. Kind of even around. Sports. Hey, look at this. Oh, again. There's the chick, The chick. She's star in volleyball. But the thing is, the other guy, remember men's volleyball? That's the guy, what's the guy, Colton? So Chandler, I guess, is a sister. They're like brother-sister. Imagine that home life. They're both like volleyball champions, like brother-sister. I'm in front of the paper. Hey, yeah, my brother. Behind the scenes. I'll go to the bathroom. Don't spike that in my head. Black surfers reclaim their place on the waves. Black surfers? So Black Beach. We can't stay. It was a historically black beach known as Inkwell in Santa Monica. Oh, you're talking about George Floyd, Black Lives Matter, and the beach is called Black Beach. it's called Inkwell. Oh, and there's more black surfers now. Okay, Southern California, not here. Okay. All right, we got a few minutes. Just stop buzzing me. I do one of these things. Poor management and scoop. Boo, 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 boo. All right, how about this one? Funeral attendees don't act responsibly. I was dismayed at Gertrude Nakamura's letter comparing funeral attendance during COVID-19 restrictions with shopping malls and Costco. Site article September 5th. Recently, a relative passed. The funeral director took out our temperature and seating was spaced appropriately. However, the funeral attendees hugged and kissed family mourners on the mouth, no mask, including a relative who just arrived from the mainland when the quarantine was in effect. My wife and I stayed put in our car, in our seat, rather, keeping socially distanced, but came out to pay our respects until folks can think and take this pandemic seriously. The government has to step in and think for us. Damon Shinaha, downtown Honolulu. Exactly. That's the reason for mandates and such like that. People just go, hey man, it's like you have to freaking put it in a law with a $500 fine just to freaking happy day, it's Wednesday. Why not prepared for climate changes? I said that. Traffic injuries. Oh gosh. Animal cult. How about this one? This is like everyone's in doom and gloom. Lucky you live Hawaii? That's how I was feeling after seeing the damage done by Hurricane Ida to Louisiana and up the East Coast and New York City. I was smugly thinking this couldn't happen here. Like the Frank Zappa. It can't happen here. I'm telling you, my dear. Check it out. Checked it out a couple of times, baby. And it can't happen here. And not smugly thinking it couldn't happen here, but then that's what they thought in New York. Climate change is here, and there is one thing that each one of us can do today to slow it down, but it's the proverbial elephant in the room. The food. I'm sorry I snacked too much. Sorry, Jesus. Sorry for snacking too much. I'm glutton. According to the climate scientists, the UN Food and Agricultural Organization and Code Red, animal agriculture is the main driver of climate change. I think this is where you insert the obligatory fart joke, but no. Yeah. Can't do that. If each one of us stopped eating animal foods and plant oils, we could make more effective and immediate change, and then just switching to electric vehicles, solar panels, and so on. The warnings are there. Are you listening? Still thinking? Lucky you live Hawaii. It can and will happen in Hawaii. Ruth Heydrich, PhD, Makiki. Okay, Ruth, thank you very much. Yeah, in order to, they do it a lot in Brazil, right? With the lot of cow herds, and they just plow down. They just plow down the rainforest to make cow pastures, and then all the methane from the cow goes up and makes. Anyways, same old, and then this. So happy day. Good luck with next holiday weekend. I don't know. Take care. Aloha. Bye. Okay, you can go now.